Hi, hello, and welcome again to another unscripted episode of Natural One. And tonight, before I begin properly, I want to make a quick shout out to Anthony Randall Scott out there, who's really busy making all his starships. I don't know if Star Trek are the only, Star Trek ships like the Enterprise are the only ones he works on, but this is how you make starships in. Tonight, I'm going to show you how you make starships in Starfinder. Okay, now don't mind me. Again, like I said, this is a unscripted video. So, as you can see, I'm making a lot of mistakes talking, but yeah, that's because I don't have a script. It's just me running my mouth and teaching you guys how to actually do this. Okay, so I got the Core Rulebook open. And as you can see, so we're going to go to Starships, and that's where I'll show you how to start with it. Okay, here we are. Space travel, thrusters, travel point to point, that kind of building starships. So here's what you need to think about first. Name and tier, like the name of your starship and what level is it, like how powerful it is, its size, what kind of frame is it, like a carrier with smaller ships, or is it a battleship with powerful weapons, how fast it can travel, how well it can move, because this is very important when you're in an actual space battle. And I tell you what, space battles in Starfinder are very different from the more common battles that take place in this game. It's very different actually, since it's played on a hex grid. Instead of squares you have hexagons, and there's drift. Oh yeah, here's one thing I'll talk about. The drift is like the warp from Warhammer 40,000. Actually, it's like a mix between the warp and hyperspace from Star Wars. It's just that it's not as safe as hyperspace because there are actually monsters there, just like the warp, but at the same time it's a little safer than the warp because you don't really, well, there are monsters in it, but they're not as aggressive and they're not really as monstrous as the ones from Warhammer. Well, they can be. There are drift dead that are like ghosts there, but that's usually only for the very, very few unlucky people. It's not that common. Okay, so there you go. So building a starship. So step one is conceptualize. Okay. Oh yeah, I might as well do it here. So I'm going to show you guys. This is my own starship sheet based on Schwar's starship sheet, except I made it myself, because the thing is, when I'm trying to use the PDFs, it slows down everything and that makes everything difficult. So I'm just gonna go with simple Microsoft Word documents. So yeah, let's get started on building our starship. So we have a concept, and I already have a name for it. Because, oh yeah, in the previous episode we talked about One finally getting a partner and his own starship. This will be his spaceship, his starship or spaceship. See, the only difference between a spaceship and starship is a spaceship is anything that goes into space. But when you say starship, that means it can travel from one star to another. That's like from our solar system to Proxima Centauri and beyond. See, that's the main difference. So we already have a concept for One's starship. It's going to be a disguised ship. Like, it appears to be just another, luxury ship for him and his partner. But at the same time, it also doubles as a heavily armed warship, or at least, a heavily armed patrol boat with its weapons mostly hidden, or at least not obvious. So Yeah, that's the concept for it. And I've already thought of a name, and it's probably the name that one will give it. It is called the Space Ball. And let's open it up. I'll show you guys how it's done. Okay, let's wait for Microsoft Word. Yeah. So we already have the concept. That's good. And next we'll just determine the build and tier, the tier and build points. You can see the tier and build points right here. So we're gonna go with that. Okay, it's still opening. Wow, it's taking a while. As you can see, as we go on, there's more. Okay, so wait, what happened? Ooh, yes, we're open now. See there? So we're gonna call it the Space Ball. Now, you can see here it says here make and model. Now, you can do this if you're feeling a little lazy. Actually, even me, I feel a little lazy sometimes, so I don't bother. But there are existing sample starships that you can use as the make and model of your ship. For example, like take a look at the... Wait, where is the Pack World ship styles? There you go. This is the ATEC or ATEC, I don't know, ATEC Immortal. And as you can see, it's huge. And although it's not obvious from the shape, it has almost the same vibe as the Enterprise type ships from Star Trek. As in it's got, wait, let me show you. See, these are its stats. You can see there's like 60 crewmen in there, 60 people running around in that big, huge cruiser. And that's just a cruiser. We're not even in the really big starships yet. So let's get back there on how to build starships. So what we want, since this is from the Vest Arrowlock, is the one that... What's that? Arrowlock? Yeah, Arrowlock. He's the one that gave us the ship, and he will give us a tier 5 ship. So you see there 5, and there's 135 points, and there's an HP increase. I will show you how this HP increase works in a bit. Let's just write here 5, and the total build points is 135. Now it's time to choose a frame, and this is where it gets interesting. See, these are all the frames that are available. No, not all. This is some of the initial frames that are available in Starfinder. There's the Racer. These are the tiny little ships. These are probably something like you would use to go from one ship to another. There's the anyway, these Racers to the fighter frames. These are like the X-Wing fighters or the TIE fighters of Star Wars. They're the little spaceships that, you know, have these powerful, have these weapons, and they fight the much bigger capital ships, or they fight against other fighter ships. Yeah, these are what they are. The Racer to the fighter. The shuttle is a little bigger, but it's what gets people on the ground. I know that in Star Trek, when their teleporter thingies don't work, they use the shuttle. Light freighters to the freighter type ships, these are like the trucks of space. They're the ones that haul cargo and stuff like that. I guess the Nostromo from Alien, I think they're the freighter type ships, and that they just carry cargo. Then you have the Explorer that are used to scout out new planets, or they can also be used as kind of yachts. I think the Explorer and the Transport serve as kind of like private vehicles for people, since they can have a minimum crew of 1. Then you get the Cruisers. These are the warships finally that are bigger. They have a crew of 100. You have your carrier with all their smaller craft, the fighter craft that are on board them. See, it has a hangar bay, the battleship, the Dreadnought. Maybe next time I'll show you also that there are even bigger ships than this, like the Ultranaut and the base ships. Those are like the Death Star from Star Wars, as in they're huge, or the Phalanx from Warhammer 40,000. I mean, they're that huge. Okay, let's get started. Let's choose a frame. Since there's just 2 of them, I think it'll be enough to just have an Explorer. So it's a medium size. And it costs 12. So medium, Explorer, and the BP used there is 12 plus. Now we're going to start installing parts onto our spaceship, so just sit tight. Now we've selected the frame. Now let's select power core. Okay, these are the available power cores. Power cores are like the generators of your ship, and you don't want them breaking down on you in the middle of nowhere. So you gotta choose a really good one. And since we have 135 build points, we can afford to choose a power core that's pretty powerful. I think we'll choose Arcus Heavy. Yeah, that's... or maybe Pulse Green. Yeah, Pulse Green is 15. Because, remember, it's not just any Explorer. This is actually like... what's this? It has a double purpose. It only looks like a normal luxury ship. Here we go, power cores. We'll put in Pulse Green. And its size is medium, and it puts out 150. See, this is the amount of energy it can put out. That's a lot, actually. So 150, medium, 150, 15. So medium, 150, and 15. Oops, not 14, 15. Okay, let's put here plus 50. Okay, we got the power core down. Anyway, wait, let me show you something. Like, I made multiple power cores. Like, this is your spare. These are for the spare power cores, just in case they need it or something. So yeah, now let's move on. Next, let's select thrusters. See there? A starship without a means of propulsion is nothing more than a floating target or an inert hunk of metal on a planet's surface. So spending build points on the starship thrusters should be your next priority. So yeah, let's take a look at the thrusters. See, these are all pretty good thrusters right here. And you see the PCU consumption they have, the piloting modifier. Yeah, let's choose a good one. Okay, let's choose... something that's still effective with the piloting modifier. Okay, let's go with M4 thrusters. That's right for the medium. So M4, size medium. It has speed of 4. That's the amount of hexes it can travel once in combat. Or a piloting modifier of +2. PCU 40, and cost is 2. 40, 50, 40, and 2. Okay, sorry about that. Next, what does this does it say? Now, time to select other systems. Okay, next, spend your remaining build points on all other systems you wish to have on your starship. To be effective in combat, a starship needs armor, defensive countermeasures, shields, and weapons. If you wish to travel to locations outside of your home star system, it also needs a drift engine. Other more optional purchases include upgrades to Starship's computers, expansion bays, security sensors, and yeah. Okay. So the Explorer has 4 expansion bays. Let's take note of that. Now we have thrusters, so let's move on. Other systems. Let's start with armor. So we want armor that's surprisingly good. So let's choose Mark 5 armor. Mark 5 plus 5. Oh no, wait. Let's just go with Mark 4. Yeah, that's better. No, Mark 4. And how much was that again? Plus 4. No special, and 5 times its size category. And its size category is medium. I guess 12, something like that. Wait, let's check. Let's check to be sure. Medium 140 to 150 tons. Actually, this isn't really as accurate because you gotta admit, if they're huge like your Dreadnought, they'd be more than just, they wouldn't be measured in feet anymore, I don't think. And not tons, yeah, but I think the figures would be much bigger. So it's medium, so it's plus 0. So yeah, and then size category. So it's since the size category is 12, since it costs 12, it's probably what, 12 times 5? 12 times 5. So 48 plus 12, that's 60. Let's just put in 60. Wow, that is a lot of... That costs quite a bit, eh? 60. No, wait. Probably 15 because medium is just above tiny. Wait, let me show you. See, medium is just 3 times as big, so it's probably just 3, so it'll be 15. I'm not sure about that, guys, I'm sorry. Okay, now we've gotten armor down, Now let's choose a computer. Okay, like I said, we want to go for something surprising. What do you say we go with Mark III Trinode? Mark III Trinode. That's +3, +3. +3. It has 3 nodes, and the amount of power it requires is 20, and it costs 27 build points. Okay, let's go on. Let's move on with the next step. You've got computer crew quarters. Yeah, since there's two of them in there. And they're trying to disguise themselves as just tourists or something. Let's go with luxurious, since it's just for 2. Let's say it has a power. Might also require 2 power. And about, let's check, 5 build points. +27 for the computer and +5 for the crew quarters. And that's about it. Now for the countermeasures. This is what throws off missiles and other tracking weapons. This is what defends you from target lock. So again, let's go for something surprising. Let's put it at Mark III defenses. I mean, that's okay, right? Mark III. +3. PCU of 2 and 4 BP +2. Did I get that right? 2 and 4. Two and 4. Okay, wait, let's add that into. Now let's add in the expansion bays. Oh wait, the drift engine first, because we're gonna need something. we're gonna need something so we can enter the drift. Okay. Let's go with Signal Ultra. Like I said, we want something. Oh, that's too powerful. Let's just go with Signal Basic then. Signal Basic. 1 minimum PCU of 75. Remember, you're not going to use this all the time, but you're going to need it once the thing goes into the drift. Maximum size is blank, and it costs about 2 times the category, so that'll be 6. Now let's go to the expansion bays. These are some of the places that you can visit. So, so we have 4. So, okay, here's what we'll get. Make things not so obvious, we'll need guest quarters, PCU of 1, cost 1, I think. Did I get that right? Yep. Tech workshop with a PCU of 3 and costs 1. Or they can work on their weapons and so forth. Or because you know you're gonna be working a lot with that one. And next is synthesis for making medicines and so forth. What did I say there? Synthesis bay only requires 2. It costs 1, and 1 more expansion bay I think that we should get. There's arcane laboratory for crafting magic items. Okay, let's just install a medical bay. Although that will chomp down a bit on resources, but it could be useful. Consumes 4 and costs about 8 build points. That is, all in all, 11. Plus 11. Next, security system. Okay. One thing I'm going to get is biometric locks with cost 5. And something that'll prevent boarding. Yeah. An anti-personnel weapon. Let's choose a heavy one, shall we? Let's just make a quick trip to the equipment section. Heavy weapons. Squad machine gun. Yeah, that sounds good. Let's pick squad machine gun. That was at least a level 2, right? I think so. Oh, level 4. Sounds powerful. Yep, 5 plus item of level. Squad machine gun. So that's a 9. So 9 plus 5 is 14. Right? Man, we're probably going to have to calculate all this pretty soon. Well, why not just do it now? There's our calculator. So 12 plus 15 plus 2 plus another 15 plus 27 plus 5 4 plus 8 plus 11 plus 14, 113 so far. Okay, sensors. Okay, let's go with budget short range. Has a short range plus 0 modifier and just 2 build points. Now it's time to let's buy some shields first. Okay. Let's go with basic shields. Yeah, basic shields 40. One per minute. Has a PCU of 15 and costs 5. That's good. Now time to choose some weapons. Since we don't want to be too obvious, +2, +5. That brings it up to 120. We're almost, yeah, we have 15 more points to use. We can use that on buying weapons. So here's what I've thought about. We're going to get a tactical nuclear missile launcher. Nuclear missile launcher. Let's copy this thing. Control C. Nope, one more. We'll need one more. At least on the forward front. Okay. What would be good? Something long range as well. And maybe not. Yeah, 10 points. Light particle beam. Medium range, eh? Oops. Light particle beam. Light. What's a light weapon type? Let's see if we can swap something out for its speed here. Let's see, this is how fast it travels. You see the light particle beam, it's just a dash. There's nothing there. It's really, really fast. Like instant. Anyway, ship battles, it's usually 1 minute per turn, unlike the 6-second rule when it comes to normal combat. So, this is just a dash. Oh wait. Cost 15, cost 10. Okay, it doesn't have anything on stock, so I guess that's not calculated. We can use this as speed then, or at least the usage. The range is medium, and the damage is 3d6. That's already a lot, and has a PCU of 10, so that's plus 15. So there we go, 3d6. Next is, of course, the tactical nuclear missile launcher. Light. And it has it has a speed of, it's long range, it has a speed of 10. That means it can only travel 10 hexes at a time. So 10. It's long range, and it has a whopping damage of 5d8. And it can irradiate with limited fire 5. That means we've only got 5 in stock at any time. Yeah, that ain't good. But this thing is powerful. So it's that. Irradiate. And it only has an ammo capacity of 5. Now let's compute for the shields. I think that's pretty much it. We don't have much else to discuss here. We have just about everything we need. Refitting and upgrading systems. We can refit and upgrade it when we receive more build points, but for now, this is all we have. So let's just make some finishing touches, shall we? Yeah, you already have a name, its statistics like armor class and any other. works. The space ball is just a big ball of space, like the Heart of Gold from, what was that? Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Yeah. So its shield points is 40 and 40. So each side has 10 over 10. Let's copy and just paste it over. Now let's calculate for its hit points. See, we chose ours to be 5, right? And we get an HP increase at 4. So wait, here you go. We have 55, but since we have an increment or an increase in HP, we should have 65 hit points. $65. We have a damage threshold of... Oh, we don't have a damage threshold yet. But we do have a critical threshold of 14. That means if anybody scores a critical hit on us and it's up to 14, our ship starts to malfunction really badly. Okay, so let's continue. What else are we missing? Ah, yes, the what they call this? Turn rate and other stuff, our speed. So we have a speed of 6. And the plus... No. We have a speed of 4 and plus 2. We have a drift rating of... Yeah, might as well use the one that's written here. So we have a drift rating of 1. Now for the armor class, let's see. We don't have a pilot yet, so we can't total it out yet. But one of our characters are going to... It will either be one or his partner. So, let's see. The armor bonus. Let's see how big the armor bonus is. Plus 4. Let's see if we get any bonus AC from... I think we do. We have good maneuverability, plus 1. Okay, let's not forget that. And we turn within one, within one hex we can turn. That's already pretty good. Turn 1. Because of our thruster speed, we get some bonuses too, I think. So Yeah, the piloting modifier is +2. Our size modifier. Okay, here we are. Medium +0. So until we have a pilot, we can actually total this, but it's already pretty good, I think. Let's move on to defensive countermeasures, +2 PL. We can counter, locking mechanisms. Seems we don't, so I guess that's not necessary. Yeah, so that's it. So ladies and gentlemen, that's it for tonight's episode on Natural One. I hope you learned a bit about building starships and spaceships for Starfinder, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Again, if you like my content, feel free to subscribe and ring my bell, and if you particularly like this episode, feel free to like and share it. Okay?